How's about now? Can you hear me? Dean P. Good morning. Transparent Eyeball G Key Man, Zoe the Cat, Black Smoke Joe. Good morning. How is everybody feeling today? I was talking the other day about the lovely Master number 3. You're not talking, I was on Discord. The Master number 3 challenge. And I was saying, I don't have a Master number 3. Well, I did finally find one. But this thing is an oldie. And it had been lubed up. I mean, I don't know if you can see that. Look at how wet that key is just from putting it in and out of the keyway. Yeah, look at my hand. That's just from putting the key in it, sitting here. I haven't been able to open this lock yet with much of anything, which makes little to no sense other than she be lubricated. Wipe that off. Oh. Let's see here. Morning, Mr. NATO over on the TikTok side of the world. How are you today? So I thought I'd play with this a little bit, see if I can actually get an open on it. But I'm going to try and go pick up a new Master number 3 today. And since we're at it, we got to play with those bad boys a little. Absolutely loving these tension wrenches. They are very quickly becoming one of my favorites for the style that they are. And I'll explain a little bit of what I mean by that here in a bit. That's what I like. It's just how flat they go up against it. They're completely out of the way when you're working in a lock, which is really incredible. Really is. So what's everybody else working on? Anything good today? This weekend? Doing anything fun? Exciting? Oh, so oily. So oily. And I got nice feeling clicks out of there. Yeah, there we go. There it's open. But now the bigger question. Oh, we'll go with the lovely lily pad bottom of keyway tensioners. So let's find the right one to fit this. We'll go here to you. Let's look for, there's a nice little rake. You can see my poor rake looks a little bent. I am a raking fool, not trying to cull over 5,000 photos. Yuck. Well, I might have you beat on that one. I actually have. My wife's grandfather passed away. Well, it's been a couple of years ago now, but I have sitting down here in my basement 2 boxes full of VHS tapes and an old VHS player that I need to get hooked up and start going through those videos to see what's what, trying to find what's family photos or family videos type thing, and see about getting them converted over and put out in a way to be able to save them and share them. Oh, look at that. I got a rake. 2 out of 3. Ain't bad. But I think you only get like, what, a minute? And then you're supposed to rake it. Or not rake it, zip it. What's a good zipping tool? Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Oh. I am not a good zipper. Of course, I don't know what a right tool for zipping really is either. Where is there a good tool? The good old half diamond is always a zipping tool. And there it is. There's the zippity doo-dah. So there you go. The Master Lock Challenge. I'll have to try that again, though, and put a timer on it, because I think you're supposed to do them in, what, all three in a minute? I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know if I did it in a minute or not. But there you go, master number 3. So yeah, these are probably one of my more favorite bottom of keyway tensioners. I do have one of his top of the keyway tensioners as well, which is actually a really nice tool. Works great. But these are quickly becoming some of my favorites for top of keyway. These new ones from Southern Specialties, the Southern Sidewinders, are amazing. Other ones that I really like, double helix of stews. Those are really nice as well. But it depends on what you're doing. That's what I was kind of getting at or alluding to a minute or two ago. So I'm just going to use this just as an example, just to show you what I'm talking about. So for me, when I'm picking in hand, I like having a tension wrench down here off the bottom. It's just more comfortable for me, right? If I'm using, grab the helix. If I'm using one like this, it comes out here off the side, and that's doable. It's just not as comfortable for me, right? Personal preference kind of a thing. But it works. It works, and it gets the job done, right? Certainly doable. Now, that whole thing changes for me when I move to throwing a lock in a vise, and I'm picking in a vise. Now, when I'm in a vise, I like that side setup because I tend to put my hand down to the side and just rest my thumb on it while I'm picking. That works really well and is very, very comfortable. Where again, when I kick over to this, well, now you're kind of coming down across, and it still is fine. But again, I prefer the other one when I'm picking it in that fashion. Got screws laying here and I don't even know what for. So part of why you've got a million different tension wrenches, right? A million different ways to tension a lock, and which one works for you. Or not even which one works for you. Which one is comfortable at a certain time. And again, it makes a difference for me if I'm picking pins up versus pins down. Will change what I like to do. What do you guys think? Throw it in the chat what you're thinking. What are your thoughts on tensioning? Am I off base, or does that what I'm saying make sense to what you guys do? You guys got all quiet on me. Let's see. All right. Yeah, we hear you. Why is it not? Oh, goofy. Doggone thing anyway. Come on, guys. What do you think? What do you think of what I'm talking about with my tensioning methods? Does that kind of fit with anybody else? Because see, then if I flip it over and I go pins up, well, now if I use something like this, I'm up here and pulling it back this way, right? Which again, it works. By hooking my finger. Where if I grab one like this, well, now I'm here, and for me, it doesn't work well because I get on here with one like this with pins up, and I don't know if you can see that. I'll turn it. And as soon as I apply tension, my tension wrench rotates and turns down on me. Being a lefty, right? And it rotates down and it rolls down in, and eventually it'll just fall out. So if I'm going to use one like this way, I've got to bring it across and tension up this way from the other side. like so. It's one problem I have with this style of turner is they rotate on me, they turn. Anybody else experience that? How do you prevent that? How do you stop that kind of thing from happening? I don't quite understand that. I mean, I understand what's going on. I just don't know why it does it to me. Anybody got any wise words of wisdom? I need them. Of course, I can't open a lock anyway, so it don't matter. You know, tensioning is all relative. Right? I got to start on my first cup of Joe there, Johnny Locks. I got it sitting here next to me, and I haven't started drinking it yet. It doesn't really seem to matter too much for me, Johnny. If I use, like, those are the double helix, and with that twist in there, I'd like to see if I can get Aaron to do a set of those, but twist them in the opposite direction. But let's say I grab, where do I have some others? Do 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 do. Let's go here. Let's go into this kit. Good morning, Mr. No Key. How are you? We'll grab those. That's a set of multi-pick. But I grab those and put those in, and I get kind of the same thing. They like to rotate and twist and turn out. I mean, I can get them to hold and stay in place, but it just seems like it's more work. So that's why I was curious. How do you manage that and not have them do that? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good. See, and I don't know. When it comes to padlocks, I kind of struggle with them in a vise anyway. Always have. But, you know, again, I could certainly use tension tools that come off the side like that. I just don't find it as comfortable. As the other. Because I kind of have to twist my wrist a little weird to get in there to tension it. Or if I grab that lovely little tensioner, to me, that's just more comfortable by a lot. Link is up there in the doobly-doobly-doo if anybody feels like joining me this morning. Always love having company. Last week was amazing. Getting Mr. Aaron in here and yakking at us was rather fun, wasn't it? Getting a little tour of the shop, seeing what he does, how he does it. Outstanding. Truly enjoyed it. Hey, Mr. Ravenlock over on TikTok. How are you this morning? Oh, let's just put him away. So the other, because I was talking about, I was looking for the Master 3 after I finally found one. I have gobs of these Master #1 commercials. Always position tensioners, locks in tighter, not out. Yeah, and I try and do that same thing. But again, all I'm talking about is when I use one like this, there's fine. For me, it's sometimes if I come in from the top, again, being a lefty, I'm trying to go the wrong way. So it likes to roll and fall out. It's just a use case, right? But yeah, you always want to try and use the tensioner that fits the tightest for what you're picking on. You really do. Now, caveat to that, I will say, with these, with the teeth that are cut in there and the way he's done these. Come on, you can focus, camera. I know you can. There we are. Even on a super thin one. I mean, it's just as rock solid and they do not move. Lefty struggles. You're exactly right, man. Nothing is truly built for the lefty. We're just left out in the dark. It's an afterthought. We got to figure out how to make it work. I think you're right, the crazy card, that the 1, 3, and 5. I don't really know what the difference is between the 1, 3, and the 5, honestly, other than maybe its size. But I think you're exactly right. I think they're, oh, God, man, that is messy. I mean, exact same keys work. I think they're the exact same core. If you look at the keys, I mean, they're all 4-pin locks. I was just looking for the 3 because that was what the challenge was to do it at a Master 3. And I don't really know what the difference is with the regular Master versus the Master Commercial. Same keys, same core. Just a naming ploy, I guess. I don't know. I do like these multi-pick tensioners. These are very, very nice tensioners. Yeah, one seems like it's a little bit bigger. And I think, did I have? I thought I had a number 5 as well, but I don't think I do. Because what are you? You are a number. That's a number 1. Let's see, that's a big boy. That's the same dimension wise as this, as that one is a number 1, right? So same size. They're both number 1s, just a long shackle version. Let's see, what are you? Another number 1. Yep. It is. There's another number 1. That's another nice oldie. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Which they don't put that on them anymore. Rivet count is different. Oh, I guess you're right there. So there's the number 1s. There's the number 3 over here. So yeah, the number 1s have 4 additional rivets. I guess maybe makes them a bit stronger. Yeah, they are. These are very, very good. But man, I'm telling you, these new ones from Southern Specialties, the Southern Twist, with that twisted end that he's put on there like that. These things absolutely are sick. The biggest thing is I put that in, say, on this riveted lock. Look at how close that is to the body. That tension wrench is just completely out of your way picking. They are quickly becoming my favorite tension wrenches. They're amazing. And I have a lot of tension wrenches. I mean, I've got this multi-pick set. I've got some Mokes. I've got Law Locks. I've got Bare Bones. I've got some others from Southern Specialty. I've got the Lily Pad sets. And they rock. They all are outstanding in their own right. But again, different ones for different situations as well, right? See, and then I've got, what is this Master? I have no idea what this Master is. That's a little skinny boy. See, look at how thin he is. This had a full plastic body on it, and I took the body off. I do not have a key for this lock, so I don't know what he is. I just have the lock. Same key fits, so I'm betting it's the same thing. Just another variant. This is the one with the boron carbide shackle. Man, I mean, look at that. Every time I put that key in there, it just comes out just soaking wet. Crazy, man. It's crazy. Exactly. I'm practicing Phantasms ML3. That's why I was looking for a Master Lock 3, and I couldn't find one. And finally, I found this dinosaur antique here. It's the only number 3 that I have. Everything else that I have are ones. So you got to do what you got to do. The lily pad tensioners are outstanding. I really like the bottom of Kiwi lily pads. I also have just this one single top of Kiwi, and I like those as well. They stick out quite a ways, and for me, I like them out of the way as much as I can get them. What I would really like is this, the lily pad with a twist like those would be really sweet. You know, I need to work on that a little bit more. I've never really done bottom of keyway tension when I'm single pin picking. And that's something I should try to play with a little bit more. On some locks, that really works well. Lets you get in there. Oh, dude. Mr. Lock Squash fell off his lock. We can't have that now. I hadn't picked this one before today, so I did do a pick, a rake, and a zip on it this morning. I'll have to try it again on a separate video, see if I can actually do it in this 1 minute. What was it? 1 minute timeline? Yeah, it would be faster because you're not having to change up between, right? Between your picking and raking and zipping, and because you can't really, you can try to rake with a talk, but it doesn't work well. So let's just go there. Let's go there. Let's see. And that's got a nice enough keyway you could do it that way and still get in there. Some of them, you try and do that and the tensioner gets in the way of picking. And like I said, this one is an oldie. I've never really picked it before today. I think I hit it with a rake a time or two, but... Morning, Mr. Wild Billiam. How are you today? Yeah, don't have to reset between, which makes good sense. All right, Mr. Ravenlock, where do you have a Locksport meetup going on today? Where are you located geographically, good sir? You know, I wish there was something like that closer to me, but I'm so far from anybody and everybody. I don't even know of another picker. And, well, I know of one. He's some, 120, 130 miles away. So yeah, that's just an odd one for me because now it's a matter of how do I hold it to tension this way. Sitting at the lake enjoying some coffee. So there's the single pin open. Nice. I wouldn't mind being sitting at a lake right now. And there is a rake. And we're going to go back to you. Oh, come on, lock up. And there's the zip. Oh, I know, and it shows. And for the most part, that's why I love it. Out in Maryland. Well, I hope you have a wonderful time at a Locksport meetup. That would be wonderful. I would love to do that. If I knew of more than the, 2? me and one other person, pickers in Wyoming, I would line up a lock sport meetup somewhere and try and invite people to it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I really would. You know, part of why we are such a low population state, well, one, remote. Two, a good chunk of this state is tied up in either state or federal lands, whether it's parks, things of that nature. So we are very, very small that way, which isn't all bad, right? It's all bad when you want to have a meetup, though. That's when it sucks. But now that I got that master actually working, I don't need to go. I was going to go buy a master number 3, and then I found that one. So now I don't need to go buy a master number 3. I messed up. I'm not thinking of that right? Not that I don't have to, but I could. I think I found Home Depot here carries and had some master number 3s that looked like in stock according to their site. Most of them that I find for masters around here are number 1s, or Menards here, they have master number 5s. I really like these. I bought that one at our local Menards. It's a master 530. I have a couple of these. They're all spools. It is guttable. It's a tiny little core. You can't swap it with anything else. Hey, AJ's Locks and Locks. How are you this morning? They're all spools, which makes it a really nice one to kind of learn the feel of spools on. They're a real fun lock to work on. What did you buy, Brian? The 530? I actually kind of enjoy those little 530s. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're a crappy lock, but the new one that I bought actually isn't quite as good as my old one. The first one I bought, holy cow, the feedback on the pins in that thing is just incredible. This new one isn't quite as nice a feedback. Near Detroit Beach. Yep, they do. I've picked up, I have one Commando, and that I bought at Menards. I am doing good, Mr. AJ. And work later on a night shift. I'm glad I don't do shift work anymore. Yeah, I saw they had a 4-pack. Luckily, my local store had them as a single as well, so I just grabbed one. I don't need to buy a 4-pack of any lock. What was this one? That's got to be another number. Oh, that one's the number 5. 5? No. 3. So there. I do have another number 3. Look at that. That's another dinosaur. Might have to try and pick that one too. Whew, man, same thing. So oily in there. When you put the key in and out, and it just comes out coated in oil. They're good for that, though. I think, you know, as they're a very enjoyable little lock to pick. I think. Are there better locks out there? Absolutely. But to work on, like I said, learning the feel of those pins, working on zipping, raking, man, they're a great training aid. So that's what I like about them. Hank killed you to buy a master lock, but on 4. You know, I don't know. I have mixed feelings on the master locks. I mean, you can give them crap all you want, but there are definitely worse locks. Now, this one is probably one of my favorites of the master lines. It's a Master 570, aluminum bottom, a body, dead cord, dead shackle, and just insanely fun pick. If you get a tension wrench that fits it. What is that one? Isn't it the 40,000? No, that's a 50. But they're just really a fun little lock. I like these. These they have at our Menards as well. I saw, what was it? Our Home Depot's changed up a lot of their locks lately and have some different locks in there. But what brand were they? Well, they've got a lot of the Master. What's the new one now? You had the Master commercials, and now what are they selling the new ones under? Master something or another. They're supposedly better. They look like the same doggone thing, just with a slightly different body or cover over the body. So I host and teach others. Outstanding. Makerspace would also host tool meetups. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be fun. That would be fun, Ravenlock. Like I said, I'm just so remote that things like that just aren't available here. I wish they were. So I'm going to Black Hat again this year, and there's always a tool booth set up at Black Hat. So I always try and stop by there and visit a little bit, and sit down at a table and maybe help some people a little bit, give some ideas if I can. Yeah, the Pro Series, that's what I'm thinking of, AJ. Yeah, the Pro Series. I don't know if they're actually an improved lock, but yeah, there we go. Another number 3. Number 3, number 2. Or something like that. What did I do, man? What did I do? So let's just see on the Reiki of the second number 3. Oh, transparent eyeball, the Ace 38mm brass. To me, one of the most underrated locks out there. Those things are actually a really nice lock and really fun to pick on top of it. Ew! Tried to pierce myself. How many of you caught Broke Pick's interview that he released the other day, now that he's doing the lock picker interviews? Thought he did a pretty doggone nice job with Mr. Lock Noob. That was kind of a cool one to watch. You see all his videos, but it's the first time I think I've seen him. Probably just polished the turd. Yeah, that could be, AJ. Probably right. Like I said, I think they just dressed up the outsides and gave them the exact same hunkin' internal workings. Probably didn't change anything. Still just a little 4-pin, somewhat trashy lock. Well, this one's giving me more of a fight. I knew I had some number 3s. Can't believe now I'm sitting here. I got 2 of them. Yeah, I thought he did a good job, and I thought Brooke did a good job on that interview. That was really cool. And then last week when I had Mr. Aaron from Southern Specialties on, he gave us a tour of the shop, showing us some of the gear. That was really neat. Yes, the second, right? What did he call that? Lock picker in the dark or something. Their second after show. So man, you got like 2 hours worth of talk with him. That was awesome. It really was very, very good. 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to seeing more of his interviews. I think he's got more recorded, just hasn't released them yet. What a tease. Darn thing. I would like to blame the lock, but I just am not a very good raker. Oh, I was going to bring that downstairs too. I should go grab it. If you guys didn't see, I did a 3D printed body for a Miwa DS. so you can see it's a cutaway, so you can see the internal workings when you're picking it. It turned out really cool, I think. It's got a nice little press-on handle that you can use for tensioning it in your hand, so you can pick it from outside, or you can come inside and pick it either way. Be able to see it and show what's going on. Again, educational type stuff, right? We may have talked for 4 hours. Did you do an interview with Mr. No Key, and he just hasn't released you yet? Brooke's a pretty easy guy to talk to, too. So I think he'll do a good job with that series and keeping it rolling and get some good interviews, and hopefully can line up some great ones to get on there. Yeah, they're all great. They really are. I really enjoy watching those and learning about the different pickers and a little bit of their background and kind of what led them into the sport, into the hobby, and all that good stuff. It is always a good time. Outstanding. Well, I will be anxiously awaiting that one. So another tension wrench that I kind of enjoy. I broke it. Yeah, I broke one end off. I need to get a replacement. This is from Southern Specialties, but this usually used to come out and was fully squared off. I angled a little bit because it stuck out so far. I just didn't care for it because of that. But with that trim off on there, again, it gives me that ability to slide up in there real easy. And I like it. It's a nice little tensioner. I'm kind of bummed that I broke the small end. I must have cut a little too much off of it and made it too weak. But so I should get a new one. And I'll trim the new one up to match what I got here. And then I will, maybe I'll heat it up and temper it to strengthen it up a little bit more. But I like that. Again, it kind of reminds me of the Lily Pad, right? You got that nice wide body. This just has a little wider head on it, which you can turn around and use it for a bottom of keyway as well. Yeah, I bet you had a good time with that, Mr. No Key. He is an easy dude to talk to. Yeah, I do too, Ravenlock. I like doing the educational type stuff. It's like I've got a 3D printed lock, or not lock, but just a core. Oh, where is he hiding at? Yeah, here with various pin types, so I can pull this out and I can show how they work and how they set, for the different pin types. And that was kind of a fun little 3D print to make. It's kind of wild. It's even a 3D printed spring, and man, it's a stiff spring. It works really well. It was a blast, yeah. Nah, it'll be great. I look forward to watching it because, like I said, I enjoy the heck out of those. He does a good job on those shows, and like I said, an easy guy to talk to. He's been doing some crazy stuff with AI lately for some of his intros. It's kind of wild. And then doing the interview and then doing the afterwards. That was a smart idea. I like that he did that. That was really cool. All right, you guys hold up for just a second. I'm going to go grab that and cut away. Just a sec. All right. Well, if you're already gone, Brian, I hope you have a good day. If not, well, you will. You'll have a great day. Oh, I have lots of stuff in Altoid tins, Mr. Ravenlock. Here's one that was designed for me to fit. There's your pinning tray. Core tools. One of these has a hex piece in it for a screwdriver, a pair of tweezers, handles, and then slots. This is designed to hold the Force EDC pick set, and then tension tools. All in one little kit. And he's got a new one that he made out there. It's out on Maker's World. He's got them all published for people. So here it is anyway. Here's the Miwa DS. Here's a handle, because there's a little knob that sticks out the back, so it's got a handle press fit on it. And then there you can see inside. What she looks like. So with that, I can hold that in my hand. And I can come from the outside here and kind of show how there you can feel there's tension. Tension, ooh. There you got some core rotation. Then I can just spin it around and hit the other side. Oh, there she moved a lot of core rotation. Come back around again. Ooh, nice tension. Nice tight binding pin. Nice tight binding pin. And we'll see it. Flip it back around. There we have one more that dropped. And there's your turn. So, kind of a cool little tool to use to show the internals of a little higher rated lock. I wish I had a key for this thing, but I don't. But very cool. See, I like little things like that. I like things that I can use for educational purposes. And that actually turned out pretty decent. I had found one online already made, and I kind of used that to make this one for the Miwa DS, but it did not fit mine. It was way too small. My core wouldn't go in it. So I had to make some changes and tweaks, and I was trying to do that and ended up just not working, trying to modify that one. So I just used it kind of as a model to look at and built the new one, measured everything out. Yeah, very cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. All right, folks, if you want to join in and say hello to everybody, feel free. You are always welcome here. All right, we'll throw it over on that side as well, just in case. Just in case. But yeah, I like coming up with a little educational stuff. And then I got all of this good stuff from Mr. Elroy's Toys that came in. Some nice little plug holders. A couple different styles of those. Nice little core. Look at that. Just beautiful 3D printing job on those. Turned out very nice, man. They look really good. Oh, I just happen to have bought a bunch of generics. This isn't an Altoids tin that I cleaned off. This actually, I bought them this way. But I have a bunch of the regular Altoid tins with different things in them. I use them all the time. If I have Altoids, I'm keeping them for something. Hey, there's an Altoids empty tin. And then, of course, I've got these nice polycarbonate ones as well. I was thinking about taking this set and resize it just a little bit, because as you can see, this is a lot bigger box. Resizing this a little bit to put in here, because then you'd be able to maybe hold a little more stuff. I understand that, Mr. Transparent Eyeball. I get it. So, yeah, lots of fun stuff. Oh, let's see. I haven't used this yet because I haven't done any gutting, but look at that little cool bad boy. Very cool. And then look at the little pattern in the eyes, too. Very, very neat, man. He did a very cool job. I need to play with more of this letters and etching. I was just actually doing a pick handle for somebody the other day. It was one of these styles, and so this is the cutaway, so it shows the logo of the dogleg pick in there, and then I inlaid his logo and his name down the handle. That's in a package heading out. I'll be going out tomorrow. It turned out actually better than I expected, considering I was just working with images I was able to pull down and then figure out how to do it. Oh, absolutely they do. Man, Altoids tins are just excellent. They're excellent for everything. You can hold so much cool crap in there, and you can do so much with them. It's nuts. Really, really is. You know, I was trying to look. I thought I had some extras of his stickers, but now I have no idea. What do I have here? Oh, that's that lock I need to work on. I need to work on that thing. It came in as a challenge lock, but I don't think it was actually ever a challenge lock. A whole bunch of other ones. What do I got there? Dimple locks. Yeah, more stuff than I got more stuff laying around, guys, than I even know what to do with. Oh, hey. Oh! Speaker down. Speaker down. I just threw speaker on the ground. Let's see, Mr. Lock Squash. Bunch of stuff from DEF CON that I went to last year. Yeah, that's all those are there. I was trying to look for. I thought I had some extra. There's some Bando picks, stickers, some extra stickers from Rifle Dynamics. Mr. Broke picks, but apparently I don't. GSL. Oh, hey, there's my Lockjaw Manufacturing. One of my stickers from them, from one of their contests. They got some contests going on now, but Mr. Wild Billiam in the house. But they are beyond my skill sets. I just have got to say that. They are far beyond what I can do. So it is what it is. It are what it are. I'm stuck with it. Oh, show that off again. Look at that. That came from Mr. Aaron. Custom engraved in the logo on that card. So I don't really want to break that card apart because it's just too pretty. All right, let's see. What shall we work on next? What did I do with him? Guard dog. Oh, that's him. That's this dude. No, that's U.S. General, but he's like that. Where did I put him? There we go. This is the weirdest lock. Let me show you this thing. Got that already sticker? Yeah. Man, listen to the shackle pop on that bad boy. Look at that. But that's not the cool part. Or not the interesting part of this lock. Yeah, I went to Rifle Dynamics and did one of their custom AK build classes with a friend. And man, that rifle is absolutely stellar. Yeah, Mr. Fuller's pretty cool. He's not there anymore, though. He's not with Rifle Dynamics. He has a different company, I think, now. But he branched out. All right. Jeez. All right. So here is the wild part about this lock. here is the core. This is all plastic, guys. How cheapo is that? Metal clip on top to hold it together, but that's all plastic. And then it's a really, really skeletonized core. Got to be really careful with that thing. Yeah. Yeah, there was some kind of little falling out or something that they had. So he branched off and started a new company. But yes, he is quite the arcade builder. Yeah, he's still building customs, right? You know, I absolutely love that one I've got. That thing is absolutely incredible. What a amazing rifle to shoot. Yeah, I picked this up down in St. Thomas. I found this lock. I think. Yeah, found it at a gas station down there. It's a big old heavy lug. It kind of reminds me of the Harbor Freight, except the Harbor Freight one's actually a lot better. You can actually put an American 1100 core in the Harbor Freight one and actually make yourself a pretty doggone nice lock by doing that. Pretty solid unit. Yeah, it would have been fun. He wasn't there at Rifle Dynamics. He had already left when I was there. It would have been nice to have been able to have met. No, maybe he was still there. I don't remember. No, I think it was his partner that he opened up Rifle Dynamics with. Man, they brought some crazy gear to the range for us to play with. It was a lot of fun. Nothing like a full auto crank. Woo! You talk about with a howitzer style brake on the end of it. There it is. You talk about something that'll rattle your cage, man. That'll do her. That will do it. That was awesome. Very, very good time. All right, Mr. Ravenlock. Well, thank you for dropping by. Thank you for showing up. I hope you have a wonderful day, sir. And thank you for saying that. I enjoy it. I have fun with my content. I don't do very much anymore. I don't put out a lot of standalone videos once in a while, but not a lot. But, you know, it all comes down to time, right? The wifey was getting mad at me that I was spending too much time doing all this stuff instead of doing the stuff she wants me to do. Oh, yeah, the PKM. Oh, yeah. Yep, they had that out there. And then he broke out a full auto 545 by 39 and let us play with that, shoot that a little bit. Oh, that thing is cool. That's some fun stuff. I got to play gunsmith here. I ended up buying here a little bit ago a new barrel for an AR I need to install. See if I can't improve the accuracy of one of my ARs. Let's see, what should we grab next? The good old Packlock 100 series. So here's I got to get my display board. I've got a little shelving unit I'm going to put up on the wall so I can put all of my different locks up that I have. You know, there's my Operation Opal lock from Mitten Made, neatly engraved 5200. Nice lock. Nice little American. I believe that was an 1100. Yep. For Mr. Snake. The Lock Squash. That's a, what, 5200? No. Yeah, 5560. American 5560 there. Another 5200. Mitten Made. I like those logo locks. They're pretty sweet. And then, of course, my own pack lock. Yeah, the worst part of the PKM was sitting in the shop filling the belts. Although he's got a really cool tool for loading belts. So even that was kind of fun, kind of interesting. Something you don't ever see. Let's see, what do we got? I don't think this has any brand name on it. Nope. No name or puck lock. Yeah. That was a extremely fun class to go to and do. That was one of those bucket list type things that I don't know if I'll ever be able to do something like that again, but it was fun. Had a buddy that really wanted to go, and I was quite surprised that the wife agreed, because that's not a very cheap class to do. I need to, yeah, I've got lots of stuff I need to be working on, but what was that one? Oh, yeah. Make memories, not evidence. That's a good sticker. A lot of truth to that bad boy. These are such an awkward lock for me to pick on, because they just, being a lefty, they just don't. I guess I could try doing pins up with these. Just trying to hold it and tension them is a pain in the rear. But yeah, that whole seeing how they fit together and how they're made, and there's a lot more to them than what you would expect. Actually, they're a lot more difficult lock than one would think. Rabbi, how are ya? So maybe if I come this way and tension that way. Never had real good luck with these little dang things. They're a wild lock because they're so weird on the tensioning. How are you, Mr. Rabbi? Oh man, the range day, because after you build, you go to the range and you test fire your rifle and you make adjustments and tweaks, and man, the volumes of ammunition and weapon systems that they brought out there, from belt feds to just incredible. It was a lot of fun. It really was a lot of fun. How are things over yonder? Hopefully, still a little bit on the calmer side for you over there. I think that's most of what they do anymore in Nokia, those classes. They do quite a few. I do not like the puck locks. Don't like them. And that one, man, look at it, the key. That one should be. Look at that key. It's terrible. So that one should be a good candidate. Currently calm. That's what I like to hear, buddy. That's what I like to hear. Calm is good. They're just such an awkward lock. Calm is a wonderful thing. Who was it? Brian, wasn't it you that I sent one of these puck locks to? looks rakeable. Yeah, it looks rakeable. If you're able to rake. I suck at raking, so therefore it's not rakeable for me. I don't know. Yeah, they suck. Do not like those very much. I've got several of them. Here's another one. This one's a U-Haul branded one. Operates much smoother. A lot better key than the other one. The other one should be an easy rake or a zip or something, but yeah, I hear you there. It's like Chicago on the weekend, man. You just don't know what it gonna do. Yeah. Well, my thoughts and prayers on that whole situation, man. I hope it gets worked out one way or the other. Something's got to give. I know I've picked some of these locks before, but man, they're just a pain in the rear. They truly are. Do-do. I think he got one of the Corbin locks as well. If I'm thinking right, if I'm thinking of the right person, I don't know. I think I am, but see, I've got some more orders I got to get bundled up. I got the envelopes and labels already. I just got to get them filled up and head them out tomorrow. Some of these lovely Southern Twist tension wrenches are heading out. I don't know why I torture myself. Why do I do it? I do not know. Let's play. Let's try this. Let's put you in there. Let's get you out. Oh, we gotta turn you. Turn around. Now we'll take you. Put you in here. And let's see, we use another Master 3. And we just put you on there. And yeah, I agree with you. I don't know if I have a Brinks one. I don't know. I have another one. I think 2 of them are U-Hauls and one of them's a no-namer. That might be too heavy. You might be too heavy, sir. Let me go to this one. You don't need much weight. You do it because you love it. I don't know if I'd go that far. I think it's a love-hate relationship. I hate myself, so This is not a good lock for this. This is kind of a neat little tension tool, just giving an idea of how much tension you do or don't need on a lock. Let's see. Boo boo. Boo 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 boo. Let's try it on this one. I have a big old Brinks. That's an interesting one. I don't know if I've messed with trying to rake him yet. I've just done single pin picking of him. This is going to be a tough one. I don't know if I can rake him or not, because the pins in this lock stick down so low, and he's got one of those keyways that as soon as you get in there, if you use bottom of keyway, you're just covering the whole thing up. I want to find one because I want to try that again. I haven't messed with that in a while. Oh, let's see. What else do we have? You're about the same. Super Cheesemo. Do, 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 do. We'll grab that master and see. Other master number one. Another kind of a training aid device that was sent to me by Southern to demonstrate the how little you need. I don't remember. I thought this one was a pretty easy rake. Yeah, there it goes. So this might have been a little bit light, but that's a little aluminum frame job. There's like no weight to him at all. So let's see what's a little heavier, but not as heavy as that big old master Colossus. And then you can see that's just barely balancing it on there, right? Do it because you love it. Don't know if I'd go that far. I know I already addressed that, but I wish I were a better raker, that's for damn sure. But raking sucks. Spontaneous, how are you this morning, good sir? And there it went. So that's all I used for the tensioning weight, was that hanging off the end of that. The good old Road Pro. Another Cheesemo. Let's see. Let's put him aside. I was thinking one of these days of doing a video talking about Locksport cases, right? And kind of what I have, what I like, what I don't like. I have a lot of cases. I mean, a lot of cases. Anymore. Some of them I definitely like more so than others. Let's see. Let's talk about maybe him. I think I saw somebody working on one of those the other night. Maybe we'll grab out a little Avis. Excellent thumbnail, right? That's the new sticker from Southern Specialties that they sent out. And I thought that was a pretty cool one. So this is a little Brady. Well, that's not the one I want to do it on either, but we'll see. Yeah, it is. That's got the little keyway in it that spells out Avis, if you really want to look at it and figure it out. Here's what's kind of cool with this one. So if you watch where my pick is at, or my tension wrench rather, let me get rid of him. I need I think that's, is it a different one I'm thinking of? Hell, I can never remember. I think it's a different lock. Let me look. What do I got in here? I don't think it's him. I think it's that one. But I tend to struggle with him. There's another one that I saw show up on Stu's live last night. It was one of these aluminum Brady's. They're a pain in the rear, man. Oh, that's what I need to do differently. Duh. Get all the way down here in the bottom. Come on. And then you hit it with a rake. And there, I don't know if you saw, it turned a little bit of rotation. Not a lot. And then there. That was actually Mr. Lock Squash that was telling me about that. That on these, you come down on the bottom. Let's see if I can show it again and get you to see it better. So see where my wrench is at. And then I'm going to hit it. And now see where it's at. See how it turned just that little bit. I dropped it into a false set. And then you come back and there's just 2 pins to hit. And it's open. Super easy doing it that way. Regular picking it, yeah, they're a little asshole. Now this Brady aluminum, those things are a pain in the rear. I think that one I've only opened it a couple of times. And what's weird with this thing, I don't know if you can see in here. Yeah, look at this. See that core? Look at how sloppy that core is in there, in that lock. I don't know if this one's missing a spacer that's supposed to be in there, but holy Toledo. Absolutely. Mr. Lock Squash is outstanding. But yes, and so I don't know if there's something missing that makes that core that sloppy or what the deal is, but it is terrible. See, here's what I was talking about. When it's in a vise, I like a different tension wrench better. Yep, have a good one, Mr. Rabbi. I appreciate you dropping by, good sir. Are you the one I want in there? I think I can go thicker than that. What size are you? Oof. 1 millimeter, 0.8 millimeter. I think I can maybe drop all the way up. Do you? Maybe? No. Okay. 0.8, 1. But yes, these Brady's are quite the lock. Yeah, Lock Squash is a great dude. Need to check on him. I haven't heard from him in a few days. Need to follow up and see how Mr. Squash is doing. You're back. I was just talking about you. Was it you that I think it was you that I sent one of those puck locks to? And didn't you get one of the Corbins as well, Mr. Brian? How is that going, by the way? Oh, he's outstanding. I love Mr. Squash. Great guy. And he has a wealth of knowledge from that guy. Oh, these locks, they suck so bad. Actually, we're gonna mix it up. I'm gonna put you away. And we're gonna go. What are we gonna go with? What shall we use? You didn't get a Corbin? Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You got the 68. What was it 6835? Is that what those are? Master lock. Yeah, 6835. And you were able to get past that thing and get her opened up. That one that I had there, the core was in there crooked, guys. Brian Break Shit got it. Like to rub it in my face that he had it open and little to nothing. Who's the Minotaur? That is Mr. Labs. Oh, get that over here. There we go. Labs. Another cool dude. Great channel. Well worth checking out if you have not. Yeah, that's those ones from Harbor Freight. I have a couple different Harbor Freight locks. The locks they're trash, they're junk locks, but they're all Yale keyways, so they are a little challenging keyways. Yeah, that is his chip. Oh, yeah, these Yales. I don't even know what model this thing is, or this Brady rather. I don't know what it is because I don't think it says on here. No, it just says Brady. A45330. So that's the key cut. It is a booger. Booger. I don't know. Any of the other ones, if you have one of these, are yours that sloppy with the core inside of theirs that slide up and down, in and out of there? Or is this one just missing a spacer that's supposed to be in there, or some kind of a piece? I don't know. I can't imagine you would build a lock with it where the core just flops around in there like that, but oh, we were just talking. I was playing with them a little bit, and I know I sent one to somebody here a bit ago. I just don't remember who. I find them to be a pain in the rear. They're tough to tension on for me for some reason. I've got another American 1100 that I got a hold of that I haven't opened that thing yet either. Still not as bad as those, well, that 5200, those 5200 US locks that were, I believe it was Texas Rebel that was sending those out. I got the Opal version. I've got a mitten made version. They've got a sprung shackle, but a dead core. And oh my word, are they a pain to pick, because it feels like there is no feedback out of those things at all. It's just like mush. Terrible, terrible locks. Whoever came up with those things. Oh. Yeah, they're a pain to tension, absolutely. Pain to tension, pain to pick. I don't know. I don't care for them. I mean, they're a challenging lock, which I care for them from that standpoint. But they tend to end up residing in my naughty bucket. Oh, man. These Brady's. And you know, I think it's been a while since I was looking. But I think I was looking some of these up because I was thinking about trying to get some of these to engrave and maybe modify some pins and send them out to people just to be a dick. And they're really not a terribly bad priced lock to pick up either. It's hard to find these aluminum ones though, because most of the time when I go looking around for the Brady's, you end up finding just the plastic bodied Lottos. Yeah, those disc locks are a pain, but I know I got some good ideas for these Corbins on how to try and clean them up because they're just so cruddy and dirty. And at least one, there's two of them, I think 2 or 3 that are out and about now. And I know at least one of them's been picked open. So it can be done. Yeah, the puck locks, if you've never messed with one, they're a worthy lock to play with. They're something different because tensioning is different. The feedback feels a little weird in them. So, but it makes them fun. So I'm thinking too, guys, probably next week, I think. In my live next week. If I do a live next week, we'll see. It's Father's Day weekend. I'll probably do something. Yeah, I've thought about doing that. I don't have a good ultrasonic cleaner, though, is the problem. So my wife has a little one that she uses for jewelry. She might not appreciate that if I throw one of these in there and make a mess. But I've thought about that too, and just trying to get it out because they are really, really cruddy, dirty, nasty locks. I really need something different for a tensioner. These just aren't feeling right. I was just not feeling the love. So I need to get after and do that. Let's see, do you fit? There we go. We will try the good old double helix. I don't know that I've ever gotten this open on camera. I have opened it, but it's been a while. Yeah, I know I put it in and I soaked it in some solvent, one of them, and then tried to stand it up and just tried to let things run out. And I got quite a bit out of the one that I did that to, but not a lot. But the way they are, they're just so cruddy up inside of those keyways. They're a tough one to feel. Yeah, I think she gave up on it. She doesn't care for it much, so I might be able to steal it from her. What do you use for solvent in there? AB brake cleaner? You're just using brake cleaner in it? I'd take an entire can of brake cleaner to get much brake cleaner solvent in there. I was using some denatured alcohol is what I did a soak in, and I thought about using that because I had heard some people talk about using that for an ultrasonic cleaning bath. See, that's my only thing is what do you use for the solvent? What's the right kind of solvent to use, right? You don't want anything that's going to leave a nasty oily film in there because that'll just gunk things up again after a little bit. Water and Dawn dish soap, huh? Well, maybe I'll have to give that a shot, see what happens. Let it soak for a long time, see where I get. So it would be kind of fun to get it cleaned up. For dirtier stuff, a splash of degrease, huh? Yeah, that's the other thing I need to get is just some of the little those little flossing picks used to go up in there to clean out the keyway. But I think after I soak it a little bit to help break things loose, then I can use that to pull it out, right? I think that's a lot of what Bumpy Bones did with his. Was it Bumpy Bones? I think so. That he cleaned one up and he was able to pick it and got it open. They're a very pretty lock, especially with the ones like this with all that patina on there and having the brass shackle and heavy. Man, they weigh a ton. Very, very heavy lock. Ooh, kind of thought it'd be cool to find a key and see if a guy could impression a key for that thing. But I don't know what keyway that is. But it's very, very cool. Double boiler type setup, water in a tank, tools, solvent in a smaller container. I was never too sure about just water and dish soap, but it makes sense. I mean, really nothing in there that the water is going to affect or negatively affect. Yeah, that one I've got's a little one, so it'll be just about the right size for a lock like that to be able to drop in there and just let it go. And I have to let her run for quite a while, but see what I can do. I got to get busy. I got to clean up down here and redo things. I guess we'll pull my desk out. Apparently, I'm getting evicted from my office upstairs. The wife decided she wants that for her crafting room. So I'll be moving all of my goodies downstairs. Ah, man. These locks, I'm telling you. If you get a chance to get one of these, you should. They are truly a challenging lock. They really are. must be 40 then. Oh, and the same with these tensioners, man. You get a chance to get your hands on these, go for it. You won't regret it. They are phenomenal. Anyway, I think I was saying next week, if I do a live next week, I don't know, Father's Day giveaway. Give away a set of the Twisteds. What do you think? Sound like a plan? Might do it Saturday instead of Sunday, just because Sunday's Father's Day, right? You guys need to be off with your families, with whoever. Go visit your own dads. Yeah, gasoline works too. And that's kind of why I had somebody recommending the denatured alcohol, because it evaporates out after you're done and doesn't leave a big sticky mess behind. Yeah. Am I sold out of the Twisteds? I shouldn't be sold out of the Twisteds. I didn't think I'd sent out that many yet. I'll have to look. I don't think so. I think I need to adjust my inventory a little bit. I think I still have a few sets left. Probably need to already order more. So I had one person ordered 3 sets. Another one ordered a couple sets. So they're moving and shaking. If the shows they're sold out, I'll go through. I've got 3 orders upstairs that I need to get packaged up. I've got the envelopes ready to see get them packaged. And then I'll look at what I've got and update it, because I think I still have some extras. I don't think I had them all quite listed on there. But I think we'll do that. Maybe next weekend. I'll probably do my live on Saturday next week. And we will Father's Day giveaway a set. Yeah. Cleanest alcohol you found, unless you got it in your engine. Don't run that crap in your lawnmowers and shit like that, because then they sit for the winter, you don't use them, and man, it gums up and it just destroys the carburetors. It's horrible. But probably good cleaner. Oh, man, that Brady. Yuck, dudes. I do not like the Brady locks. I mean, I do, but I don't. It's a love-hate relationship. I love to hate them. Ha ha. They are far more challenging than an American 1100, that's for sure. I don't remember what was in there. What's in these? Do you guys remember? Do you guys know what's in there? Does anybody know what we got going on in here? Shall we find out? It's key locking core. And it is a Philippines. There, so pull the key, drop that. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at, oh, how wild is this? Look at this, guys. It's got like a spring instead of a C-clip retainer. I've never seen that before. Have you guys seen that before? Am I just out of touch with reality? Because I don't remember ever seeing one like that before. That is crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Let's see. Oh, grief. Too many things with magnets. Look at that. That is a crazy. So I see this little hole here. One end of it goes in here, and another end goes in a little hole there. And that's their core retainer. That is pretty cool. I have not seen that before, so I find it to be fantabulistic. Oh, I got to figure out the right way. Let's find. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I hadn't seen one like that before. That was kind of cool. Whole different way of doing it. Seems like it's way more complex than just a C-clip. Man, I can't get a... does this have some kind of a retainer pin at the back end? Kind of looks like it maybe does. So because you can only turn it so far. Yeah, I think. Whew. Anybody know? Anybody ever got one of these? That does explain why it's so sloppy. Absolutely. Do. Well, that's kind of what I was most wondering at first, but I don't see how that would work either. I don't know. I don't know how to gut this one. Guys, I do not know which way to make it go. Yeah, I can't get in there. I come in from the front. Nope. Yeah. I don't know, man. Why not just follow or cover the tab? Cover what tab, though? I'm kind of thinking that there might be. And I tell you what. No. There's not a retaining pin that I can see coming down. But you can only turn the core part way. That's all the further it will go. So there's some kind of a block in there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does have 6 pins, or 6 holes down the bottom. So I'm betting that there is something up there. Let's see. Not you, not you, not you. I need something to work as a probe that is tiny. Not you. What can I use as a tiny probe? Not you. I need like a little piece of wire. A little piece of wire. It's part of the joy, right? It's finding something new and unique that I haven't messed with. Oh, I bet I can use a little bitty tiny. Oh, the littlest one's not in that one. Let's look at this one. Do I have a little tiny? There we go. There we go. Ooh, I cannot get down in there though. Bummer, it won't fit through the keyway. So that's too thick. That's too big. That's what I'm thinking, right? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 here. 6 pins on the key. So I'm betting that that back one right here, there is some kind of a retainer pin. And that's what I'm thinking. If I can get in there and push the retainer pin down, then I can maybe get the shim, work a shim in. Make a sensa? Make a sensa. Oh, the sensei. That is a tight fit, though. Holy cow. But see, that's what I'm thinking is if I can get in. Because I have seen ones that have that retaining pin. And you have to push that pin up out of the way. And I can feel it right there. Right there, I feel you. I feel your pain. I think I need a different shim, though, because this shim is about freaking wore out. Oh, no, it's really wore out. Do-do-dee-doo-dee-doo-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. And we might. Wow, those are Roonies. Yep, that was it. That was it. You smell what I'm stepping in? Well, now let's find the right size. That's a little tiny booger of a core. And let's see. Ooh, yuck. I'm already not liking what the rock is cooking. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let me get the tweezers out. And let's just play with getting these organized a little bit first. There. Yeah, there, and there. Now let's see what is in this bad boy for the pins. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Ooh, that's a long one. Standard. That's kind of what I'm thinking I'm going to find in here. It's going to be all standards. Standard. Ooh. And that's part of why. Because I don't know about you guys, but to me, standards are a pain in the rear on the picking side. It's so easy to overset. those. There's that locking pin at the very back end. Yeah, that's exactly what we got in this bad boy. Bad boy, bad boy. Is all of the standards. And there you are. All standards, except for this retainer at the end. Look at him. He's a little odd. Almost like a little gin bottle at the bottom. That's just the retainer that holds the core in. And then, yeah, look at this core. Oh, you can do it. I know you can. Let's go to manual focus. Oh, manual focus. Struggle bussin'. All right, so there you can see the core. So look at how skeletonized out that is. All cut off on this side, and then there's big notches on this side. So, man, if you get it turned over there and you don't have a shim in there, your pins are going to drop in, and that baby is stuck. You are not going to get into that lock. But yeah, look at that core. Whew. Yeah, I'll have to try raking it. I don't know. Me and raking have a hate-hate relationship. All right, so let's see about putting you back together again. Pretty sure that's what I was encountering, was that dang retaining pin at the back end. Keeps the core in. 4 of them. But now we know the rest of the story. What did I do? Guys, what did I do with it? Where did it go? Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from? Cotton Eye Joe, there it is. Theoretically easier. Yeah, if you can rake, spontaneous. If you can rake. I cannot rake. So, therefore, I cannot rake a lock. Ooh, man, that is a tiny, tiny pin on pin 1, man. I mean, holy cow. I guess that makes sense, right? Because that's the one on the key code that said it was a 0. Oof. You had to relearn how to rake and zip? Well, I'm still trying to learn how to rake and zip. I can zip a little once in a while, but man, when it comes to raking, it better be a pretty freaking simple lock or I cannot rake it. I am just not good at raking at all. I see some of you guys out there raking locks that I'm like, dude, I have all I can do to SPP that lock. Oh. I just like to put the key back in and double check that everything is flush. And everything is flush. So now, let me just take the key back out. Set you down right there, because now I need to go here. I need to get my shimmy, shimmy, shimmy Do my shimmy, shimmy, shake back in. Got to keep that shim in place because if you don't, the pins will fall into that hole and you will be in a world of hurt. Oh yeah, I can't do that now, can I? Go up here, do you, and there we are. All right, now let's play with this little retainer again. See if I can get you guys a good view of this retainer because this thing is wild, man. Let's go manual. All right, you see this? If you see there, you've got a hole there and a hole there. So we put you over and you go down in that hole. And then this will spin out. Oh, come on, get down in. Wow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. There. See, that's why I don't like springs. That spring just went boo. And I thought I had a hold of it. Okay, guys, that is the end of our lesson for today. This is why you don't take locks apart. Oh, you suck. I don't think it hit the floor. I did not hear it hit the floor. So it's got to be up here somewhere in my disaster. Beep, beep, beep. All right. Well, that pretty well ended that lesson. Shoot. Where the heck did it go? Well, I'm going to have to do some digging. Try and find that spring. But anyway, it's really bizarre because the spring drops down in the one hole, and then you got to take it around and hook it in the other hole. And that provides spring tension on this core, which is really just a weird way of doing it. Oh, maybe magnets, but, you know, you got to understand my desk situation is not good and conducive of even using a magnet. Right? Those damn springs, man. Sometimes they do that. They just come alive and have a mind of their own. Speaking of magnets, there I found a magnet. What else did I find? Oh, hey, I found part of some LoRa connectors for my Meshtastic devices. If you know, you know. All right, well, there you go, guys. That's your show for today. Oh, crap. Yeah, and that thing took off with some authority. So I don't know where it went. I will look for it here in a bit. In the meantime, I'm going to let that sit there because I don't know how well it would work putting it together without the spring. Probably work. You'd probably just have a dead core. feel, because I think that's the only thing you got for a spring. Yeah. So if I do that, then you're going to have you don't have the spring to throw the key back. So it'd almost be a key retaining at that point. That's kind of interesting. Well, I will try to find the spring. Maybe I will find the spring. Maybe I won't find the spring. I don't know. The spring has sprung. The spring has sprung from the Wing Chun. That's kind of a wild way of doing a spring for the core, though. I've got to give them that one. That's an interesting way. I don't think I've ever seen it done like that before. I really don't. I really don't. Let's see. And that's the other thing I found with these Southern twists. I stick them in my side pouch there, and the notched ends here fits right between the pick handles. So it still closes up just as pretty as can be. Look at that. Doesn't get much nicer. Yeah, you too, Mr. Brian. I hope you have a marvelous weekend. I'm going to work on putting some things away. I got to do a little digging, see if I can find that set. What a way to end the day, right? What a way to end my show. Boo! At least it didn't hit me in the eye. It's all fun and games till someone loses an eye. Yeah, you guys too. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I guess next week I'll let you know if I find the spring that has sprung. Okay. Hey, folks, I hope you have a marvelous, marvelous weekend and a blessed time with friends, family, whoever, wherever you happen to be doing, whatever you're doing. And in the meantime,